Hey guys, what's up? It's Shay and welcome to my channel. For this week's video, I actually wanted to put up a behind the scenes of a shoot I did on Tuesday, but I ended up having no one to film for me. So for today's video, I will be talking about the do's and don'ts of portrait photography that I have learned personally through the years. Alright, so if you are interested in that, then let's get started. First, I would like to personally talk about networking and advertising. A lot of people will tell you not to advertise yourself, and they are right to a certain extent, because you don't want to advertise yourself in a negative way. Same with networking. Okay, do network and do advertise. Don't do them negatively. So with networking, personally for me, I like to look through the places tag on Instagram and look for my location and see if I could find any local bloggers or local artists of any sort. And if I do stumble across a few accounts I like, first thing I do is I like a couple of pictures. You don't want to like every last single picture they have. You just want to make sure they notice your name and their notifications. Once I do that, I usually email them if they have an email in their description on Instagram. And if not, I'll send them a nice short and sweet DM. When networking with people, you do want to include how they can help you, but you also want to include how you can help them. And usually I'll send a message saying we both can benefit from this shoot because you can gain awesome pictures and I can gain experience with working with a blogger or YouTuber or anything in that sense. Now, advertising and networking go hand in hand. So once you've communicated and gotten through to the blogger or the YouTuber that you want to work with and they've responded and they say, hey, I actually want to collaborate with you, then that's how your advertising comes into hand. Because after you're done working with them and you've edited all the pictures, once you've given them all the pictures that you want to give them, then all you have to say is, hey, I have no problem with you posting them, you just have to give me credit. Especially if they have a higher status on Instagram, whereas they get like 500 likes and you get like 30 likes or something like that, then by them posting a picture and tagging your name, that gets people to notice you, especially if your photography is great, like amazing. So it is through your collaborations that your name gets out there. Okay, so the two major things so far: network in a professional way and advertise in a positive way. Moving on into when you actually work with a person. What I recommend doing is going through their Instagram and getting a feel for who they are as a person and building up questions that you can ask during the shoot so it's not just awkward silence. For example, I did work with a model that was from Arkansas on Tuesday, and I will leave like her Instagram and my website down below so you guys can check those out, since you did not get to see the behind the scenes. But yeah, I knew she was a model, I knew she was from Arkansas, so some of the sample questions that I pulled together for myself were, do you watch any modeling shows? And she said she watched America's Next Top Model. We bonded over that because I do watch that show. Just conversation pieces, little things. Also with knowing your model, you want to know your model's height, because if you come to the shoot and you're wearing like flat shoes and your model's like 6'2", you're going to have to be on your tippy toes the whole time, and that's not going to be comfortable for you. I'm 5'5", she's 5'8". I knew that I had to wear shoes that were taller so that we can be at the same level, and it wouldn't be me standing on something awkward like the whole shoot. I wore some wedges, which there are pictures like all over my Instagram. Shameless promo, what up? So yeah, knowing your model is a big part, because that then sets the tone of how you're going to act on that shoot, how you guys are going to bond, what you're going to wear and stuff like that. Speaking of wearing, now what you wear to a shoot. Do not go to a shoot dressed super high fashion professional. Depending on the job, you don't have to do that. Specifically for me, I do portrait photography, so my shoots aren't like weddings or anything. In my past shoot, I wore white jeans, the cute little wedge shoes I have, and a kind of crop top. Another thing I want to touch on is you can dress casually, but don't dress in a t-shirt and jeans or a t-shirt and shorts. You want to dress it up a little bit so they have a sense that, oh hey, I'm working with a professional. Just little things. And also, if you know you're going to have to stand on stuff, depending on the photographer you are, I like to get down and dirty. I like to lay on the ground, climb walls. Not really, I'm being over dramatic, but still. So I know never to wear a skirt or a dress on a shoot because of the simple fact that I could potentially be climbing on stuff just to get a shot. Last but not least, I'm going to touch on editing pictures and getting them out to your client. One of the main things I learned is do not set a promised date that photos are going to be done, because things do happen. You do notice little nicks in editing. So if you say that you're going to have the photos done in 2 weeks, that's great. As long as you're letting the client know little updates like, oh hey, I found this in a picture, I want to fix it, go through and re-edit them. Don't leave your client out of the loop. Okay, this is something I'm going to stress heavily on. You like how I got close to the camera. Do not send pictures unedited, whatever you do. Do not send blinking pictures, do not send blurry pictures, none of that. If you're sending your client pictures that are unedited or blurry or eyes mid-blink, then they're gonna be like, okay, I'm not working with a professional, because they're not taking time out to commit to their photography and the pictures that they're taking. And that also gives your business a bad name, because if they post a picture that's unedited and you know it looks 10 times better edited, that sets the tone of how people are going to find your business and how people are going to know your photography. Alright, that's it for this video. If you guys liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and go ahead and comment down below if you want to see a part 2 or anything else photography related. I would just love to sit down and talk to my camera about the thing I'm most passionate about, so let me know down below. And be sure to subscribe so you get notifications when I upload, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!